Hi, everyone. We are exposed to our environment 24/7. And as I learned more about redlining, legacy contamination, and how you can determine life expectancy by just knowing a person's zip code, I knew this is where I can do my work and where nurses can make a large impact. I also have a personal connection because the high risk zip codes that were identified in a community health needs assessment included the zip codes and county I grew up in where my family still lives. Clean Air Now is an environmental justice organization dedicated to improving the environmental health outcomes of those impacted by environmental racism, toxic air pollution, and climate change. Our work is centered in equity. Clean Air Now started because of a community need and concern. The community of Argentine and Armourdale in Kansas City, Kansas, predominantly working class, Hispanic, Latinx, and low income, were concerned about the soot that was on their windows and cars. They thought, wow, okay, if I can see this being built up on my car, then how much of this am I breathing? And what does that mean? The community mobilized and took action by engaging their neighbors, educating themselves on the health risks, especially around Black carbon, established an air monitoring network with low-cost sensors, and prompted the KC track study by the EPA. Fast forward to today, our key principles include supporting community-led and driven solutions, advocating for community members to be decision makers in the government policies, community-led research to support the environmental justice work, intergenerational education around climate change and environmental health, and policy change for real accountability on industry and safer practices to ultimately create healthy and thriving communities. Our most recent work has included a published report with the support of the Union of Concerned Scientists titled Environmental Racism in the Heartland. Now, this report is available in English and Spanish. I highly encourage you all to read it. It discusses the challenges, barriers, and systemic oppression of the communities of Argentine and Armourdale that they've had to endure, how it started and how it has led their communities to be dumping grounds really for hazardous environmental contaminants from toxic release inventory sites, fossil fuel industry, metal facilities, rail, and excessive diesel exhaust exposure. We are hosting community workshops to build power and resilience, to create leaders, and to develop community-led solutions. We want the community to be informed and decide what they would like to see done and give them the opportunity to have a voice. We have been advocating for more stringent ruling and for clear and immediate path toward zero emissions in the federal NOx heavy-duty truck rule, and have been involved in local level climate action plan commentaries and recommendations to make sure environmental justice in overburdened communities are not overlooked again and are prioritized. We're in constant communication with the regional EPA to hold them accountable for the work that is needed and to develop action plans. I want to see real support from professionals in all fields that are not here to helicopter or to be saviors, but are wanting to learn more about Clean Air Now, are willing to listen to the community, and want to share their expertise and tools and honestly not be extractive. Environmental justice needs to be the focal point for any climate change action. Yes, air monitoring should continue to occur as we are doing, but data needs to be translated, researched, and accessible to the public. Policies need to be developed and pushed forward. Infrastructure needs to support healthy lifestyles. Homes need to be weatherized. Renewable energy needs to be expanded to BIPOC communities, not just wealthy ones. And all of this needs to occur because people's lives are depending on it. Thank you.